All right, hey everybody. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Let me see something. 1 second. Let me get this off here real quick. And we can get started. All right. Look, yeah, my bad on the whole throat situation. Okay. Right now I'm still getting over this cold. Why is my screen froze? It's like it's stuck. What is going on? There we go. Okay. All right. So shout out to everybody for jumping on tonight. I appreciate y'all. Let's get ready to get into this. Give me 1 second. I'm going to share my screen again so we can move forward. As soon as I can get to this. Hold on 1 second. I'm coming. Give me a second. Okay. Did I? No, I didn't do it. There we go. Okay. So let me move this down. All right, y'all. So y'all know why we're here. Okay, so we're doing our live market now. This feels like it's like super loud. 1 second, y'all. Because I thought I cut this down. There you go. That's better. Okay. Okay. So let's get into it. I'm going to go over what our normal weekly analysis look like. But before we get into that, we want to do this disclaimer, y'all. Remember that trading and investing in any market can contain substantial risk and is not suited for every individual. Every trader and investor learns and performs differently, thus the results will not all be the same. There is a potential for a trader and investor to lose all or more than their initial investment due to numerous factors. Therefore, it is suggested that each trader and investor only invest money that could be lost without jeopardizing their financial security and or lifestyle. Remember, y'all, I'm not a financial advisor nor a licensed trader. I'm a student. Just like you all, the only difference is more than likely I've been trading longer, gotten some results that you want, and you haven't quite received them yet. So that's the only difference, y'all. Remember, I'm only sharing information for educational purposes only. For all of my viewers out there, please make sure that you do your own due diligence and additional research. Anything that I show you tonight, whether it's a strategy, whether it's a service or product, y'all, please remember that you are the decision maker in this. You do not have to do anything that I'm showing you because we all trade different. Our risk tolerance and risk levels are different. All of those things play a factor in how we move in different markets, okay? So please keep that in mind that you will do these things at your own risk. So take your time in making your decision, okay? And lastly, remember, y'all, past profits do not guarantee future results, okay? So let's get to it. So last week, we did our market analysis on gold and oil. So both of those hit our profit areas. So that takes us to 4-0 this month for September. So we're doing really good. We're undefeated so far. Yay. Last month was 12-1. So we haven't had an undefeated month since I think it was it May or June? I think was the last one. Well, I think we went like 10-0 or something. So that would be dope. We do that in my birth month, right? But anyway, so gold, as far as our profit areas that we marked up, it went to all 4 in the buy. So that was almost 300 pips in movement. And then, of course, with oil, we went almost 200 pips for the sale, and then over 200 pips. So 210. Excuse me. We did 210 pips for that buy, and that hit each one of our profit areas as well. For the buy we got with oil. So like I said, September right now, we're doing really great. 4-0, good to go. Okay. Next is just looking at some of the movement last week, just so you all see for the past week. We had US dollar is still staying stable, y'all. This has not changed in going on 3 months now. Again, for my people who are trading anything paired with the US dollar, remember, y'all, this is the time. If I were you, because it's an election year, if I were you, I would be making adjustments with how I'm entering the market. And also, I will be activating a trailing stop every time I enter the market, okay? You want to secure your profits because anything can happen, especially now when we're at going closer towards the end of the year and definitely getting closer to election time. If I were you, but I'm not. But if I were you, I would definitely make sure that I make some adjustments. Okay. So normally, if you're going into the market and you're like, hey, look, I'm gonna put, I'm gonna have you know, um, let's say your lot size has normally been 0.40. If I were you, okay, I would lower that lot size for now until this election has been completed and you can kind of get a gauge on how the market is going to move. So that's just me. Totally up to you to do what you do. So as you can see, that's where we're at with last week. There's not a lot of buying that was going on. There was some, but not a lot. And like I said, the US dollar is still stable. Okay, so we're going on month 3 of a stable US dollar. And then as you can see, these are the different currency pairs that had the different the pips, okay, for the week. So as you can see, we had more buying than selling, but we still had some selling going on last week. So that was really good. Okay, so there were opportunities out there for everybody. If you took advantage of them, please let me know. Drop it in the comments. Y'all don't forget to hit that thumbs up as you're jumping on, and also hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so yet, as well as the notification bell if you are not part of the community already. All right. And so now let's get into these biggest movers that we've had last week. I know I put gold on there because we traded it, but I also wanted to make sure you all know gold hit another all-time high, okay, this month. So I think we're at like, maybe 13 or 14 times this year so far. Gold has hit an all-time high. So if you have been purchasing gold and not just trading it, you should be good to go. You should be happy with your return so far. If you haven't been buying gold, I'm telling y'all now, again, like I've said multiple times before, with this election year, there are a lot of investors that are like, don't really know what's going to go on. So they're a bit hesitant to do anything with US dollars. So they are purchasing more gold. They are purchasing more silver, physical gold, physical silver, not just trading it. Okay. So gold did move up for the previous week. It did move up almost 900 pips, y'all. That's a lot of money to be made in the market from trading gold. So if you caught any of that, let me know. Drop it in the comments so that way I can check you out and I can respond to you and everything. And then as far as our currency pairs go, GBP JPY did sell last week for almost 300 pips. Coming right behind it, to be honest, it was like almost 200 pips was GBP AUD. Everything else was like, it was in the hundreds and stuff, but none of them were that close to GBP JPY as far as our most commonly traded. Okay, most commonly traded currency pairs, GBP JPY was a front runner for that. Okay, so that was a sale last week. And then as you all can see, Bitcoin, we saw that move up almost 6,000 pips, y'all. So again, for my beginners, I've told y'all before, I would not advise you going and starting out trading Bitcoin. Okay, I know that some of you are like, but it's a lot. I hear you, but it's just like going to school, right? When you're going to school, you don't, as a uh, 5 and a 6-year-old, you don't go straight from being 5 and 6 going straight into high school. No, you have to go to kindergarten, then you go to first grade, so on and so forth. It's the same thing with trading, y'all. If I were you, I would start with those currency pairs that have lower spreads, lower cost of entry first. Get comfortable with how the market moves, and then you can start moving up. start trading the pound, because the pound has higher spreads, but definitely a little bit more volatility. Then you can move into your commodities like gold, silver, oil, because again, spreads are a little bit higher and there's a bit more volatility. Then you can consider indices. If I were you, I would start with like the SPX 500 first, because that one has a lower spread than NAS 100 and US 30, and it also doesn't have as much volatility. It doesn't show as much volatility as NAS 100 and US 30. Okay, so once you get into that area and you're doing the SPX 500, and of course you eventually go to either NAS 100 or US 30, then that's when I say you might be ready for crypto. Okay. So that's just kind of like my steps if I were you, to getting into trading into different markets outside of just your currency pairs in the forex market. So like I said earlier, y'all, we saw that the forex market did have a mixture of buying and selling, so there were a lot of opportunities out there for you to make money. Hopefully you did so, and if you did so in a safe manner. You were practicing risk management, y'all. So for all of you that have taken any trades last week, especially one of the two or both of the ones that we marked up last week, feel free, drop it in the comments so that way we can see what you did. If you did take the trade, even if it's your demo, y'all, like I say every week, even if it's your demo account, just put demo. Hey, I traded it, but it was in my demo. I made, I was able to secure 50 pips or whatever, or I grew my account by 2%. Whatever you feel comfortable with doing, that's totally up to you. But drop it in the comments, okay? All right, so that's our biggest movers for last week. This week, we don't have a lot of news at the beginning of the week. It doesn't really start picking up until Wednesday. So Monday, Sunday, today is just the bank holiday for Japan. So anything that you may be considering marking up with the yen, if I were you, I would wait. Okay, I'm telling y'all, if I were you, I would wait until tomorrow, and then this way you're good to go. Okay, and then the next one we have coming up is Canada. They have their CPI numbers. Those are coming up on Tuesday. Okay, so CPI numbers, y'all remember, when it comes to these things with retail sales, interest rates, all of that stuff, y'all, these are really big movers in the market. So this is something that you want to make sure that you're staying away from the market, or at least just keeping an eye on it and then making the decision later on if you want to enter the market or not. I can't tell you not to do anything, but I will say this: if I were you, I would just push pause and then I'll go look at something else. Okay. So this is what we have going on this week. Like I said, Wednesday, the high impact news, that's when that picks up. As you can see, we have about 4 things on Wednesday, and then Thursday and Friday we have three different currencies, 3 different countries that have high impact news, and some of that is multiple times within that day. So that's something else that you want to make sure that you keep an eye on. Okay. So those are our updates for the week. All right. And now we're going to get into the charts, because I already started marking up one. I did my routine already. So I have my list. Out of 9 things that I had, I want to say about 7 of them, I believe it was 7, were good to go. So let me remove this, and we're going to share screen again, but I'm going to have it on Trading View for y'all as soon as I can get this on here. 1 second. And while I'm doing this, y'all, if you have not hit that thumbs up, feel free, hit the thumbs up if you are liking the content so far, and also if this is making sense with what I'm doing. And then on top of that, y'all, feel free to share this video too. Okay, if you know someone that has been struggling with trading, they need a little help, they need a little guidance, go ahead, share this with them. All right, I'm pretty sure to help somebody. All right, so let's get to it. So I started with GBP USD. That was on my list. So I've already started. I have the buy areas marked. So what we're waiting on is, let me make this a bit bigger so you can see. So we're waiting on price to, where's my arrows? Okay, here we go. So we're waiting on price to break to the upside here. I want to see a pullback, y'all, because that's the conservative approach for me. And then once it pulls back and it starts back to buy, then we have our take profit point. Okay. I do want to see that for a sale here. So there's two things that can happen for this sale. Price could just start to sell completely. If it breaks below here, because it doesn't continue for the buy, if it breaks below here, then that's when I would say, okay, cool, I'm going to take my sale. This would be my take profit one. Here's the thing, y'all. If it does come up to this week high here and it doesn't continue to buy and it breaks down into a sale, this will turn into my take profit one. Okay. So I want to make sure we are crystal clear on that. So take profit one for a sale. And if you need me to explain it again, let me know. Just drop it in the chat. I'll go back to the other screen so I can see. But what I'm anticipating, because what I saw on everything, including what you see here, investing.com, all of these things on my list. I had 9 things on my list. See? And then all of them are showing either strong buy, and then the last 3 are showing strong sell. So GBP USD is supposed to be buying. That's why I have the buy marked up first. However, if price does not continue that momentum, if our buyers don't stay in the building, then I will take this as my take profit one for the sale. This will be my take profit 2 for the sale. Okay. Again, if you have any questions, don't hesitate. Please drop it in the chat. I'm about to go to it here in a second once I finish marking this screen, this chart. But if you have any questions, let me know. And then, let me see. This one too. It doesn't look like much is going on here. So I might need to move down a bit. We might go right here, maybe. That's 1, 2. Oh, nope, that's well, I mean, that's 2 at least. That's 2 at least. And then I'll do this one down here. That's 1, 2, almost 3 right there. Yeah, I'm not really seeing much with GBP USD because it's just been, looks like it's just been buying pretty heavy. I'm going to do one more, quite possibly, and then we'll see what happens here. Okay. That one only has 1. I'm gonna go to the 4-hour real quick and then see if anything jumps out to me. Yeah, nothing. Okay. So we might not see that sale for the USD JPY. However, we'll have it marked just in case. Okay. So there we go. So we have this day high here, or is this a day low? No, this is the day high because the day low and the week low is the same. Okay. So take profit 1 for the sale, 2, and then of course you can go down the line. Okay. If again, I really want to say this, y'all, please make sure that you pay attention to your risk to reward ratio. If it is not a great risk to reward ratio, the next take profit area that I have established, you can use that if you want to. Now, if you're using a different strategy than me, by all means, follow what your strategy says. Okay. You don't have to do what I'm doing, but if you're trading like I do, especially with candlestick patterns, then guess what? This will be something that you would do, because I use areas where price has been before to help me to identify when to enter, where I could be looking at potential profit, and also where I could be looking to exit a trade, okay? Or if I should just stay away altogether. So there you go. So now we have GBP, USD marked. There was a lot of room in between our day high and our month high. So that's why we have these green lines as our take profit point. And also there was a lot of room between our day high and our week and day low. So that's why we have a couple of lines in between. Okay. So now, next one on my list, I've done a pound. So I'm going to look at doing, let me make sure, because I think I did Euro AUD. I've done that before, but I haven't done that in a long time. And since I'm doing GBP USD, I'm going to do Euro AUD. Okay. And then we'll look at gold. And if anybody has anything, excuse me. If anyone has anything, you can type it in the chat. I didn't see any questions, so I'm going to keep this thing rolling. I didn't see any questions, so I'm going to keep going. Okay. So I haven't marked Euro AUD in a long time. So I'm going to do that now. I'm scratching everything because, yeah, it's been a long time. So let me do this. And for those of you that are new to me, first of all, welcome. Thank you so very much for tuning in, either live or the replay. Shout out to y'all. Especially, listen, if you're here on a Sunday night, you're really the MVP, because I know it's football season and people are like, Leona, but football, I got it. But you know what? Listen, you could either make money or watch football. It's up to you. Or at least prepare to make money or watch football. It's up to you. Whichever one is of higher priority to you, you make that decision. I'm not here to tell you that one is right and one is wrong. Okay? Whichever one is of a higher priority to you, that's what you rock with. All right. But to me, analyzing these charts and making money is a much higher priority to me than watching football. I'm just saying. I even chilled on watching basketball, and I love basketball. I do. I love basketball. But I even chilled on that because I'm like, hey, if I need to be studying these charts, then guess what I'm going to be doing? I'm going to be studying these charts because I have something that I want to accomplish. And if watching basketball majority of the time is not going to get me that result, then guess what? Sayonara. But anyway, so for those of you that are new to me, like I said, welcome. And then what I'm doing is something called a top-down analysis. So this is just me simply looking at where price has been before on the month time frame. So the previous month high and the previous month low, as well as the previous week high and the previous week low, and then also the previous day high and the previous day low. Those are the 3 time frames that I look at, and I mark because, again, this helps me with identifying if I should even enter a trade right now or if I should push pause. It also helps me to identify potential profit areas. So let's just say I do enter Euro AUD tonight. Okay. Now, instead of me having to guess where I should look at a potential profit, I have something that I could go off of and say, oh no, well, price been here before. Price market does not constantly repeats itself. However, it does show those patterns here and there and whatnot. So absolutely. I appreciate that. I see you, Veronica. Thank you so very much for jumping on and sharing. Look, I'm just doing my part, y'all, because I could be like some and just say, you know what? You on your own. Figure it out. You know what I'm saying? But that's not how I learned. I had people teaching me, and I'm grateful for those folks that taught me. Even if I did have to pay for some of it, I did get some information for free, and for those individuals that helped me for free, I appreciate them just as much as I appreciate the people who charge me as well. You know, so that's what it is. Here we go. Okay, so Euro AUD right now, I will be looking forward to push up, push up past this day high here. So I'm gonna drop down to the 1 hour. Remember, y'all, I trade on the 1 hour because I trade candlestick patterns. Okay, and those candlestick patterns, I'm not gonna say they don't work, but from what I read, they are not as accurate, okay, on lower time frames than 1 hour. Okay, so I'm testing that theory out this year, so that way I can't say from what I read. I will be in 2025. I should be able to tell y'all no from what I know because I have the data from 2024 to show me that hey, those candlestick patterns are not as accurate on like a 15-minute time frame, okay, or a 5-minute time frame. All right. So eventually I'll be able to share with y'all. But for now, what I know is what I've read. And once I get the data, then I'll be able to share that with y'all. Okay. So I might be able to do one here for the buy because Euro AUD is supposed to be buying. So I'm going to do one, and then my week high here would be my take profit too. Yep, so that's 3. Yep, so I'm gonna do that one, take profit 1, and then the week high is my take profit 2. Oops. I won't look for another one right now because especially with GBP USD, oh my gosh, like I marked up so much, so many profit points. So I'm like, I want to get to the next thing. All right, and then now, if hypothetically, Euro AUD does go up to this buy and it stops here at this previous day high, y'all, I will be looking for a sale. Okay, the sale needs to start here though. If it starts down here, then my take profit will be down here. Okay, I'm just letting y'all know, despite what I'm about to draw up right now, if price does not continue to go up here and then starts to sell off here, this will not be my take profit 1. I'm going to draw another one. That will be my take profit 1 for a sale. Okay, and that'll be based off if price comes up here and then pushes down. So like, let's say price does come up here and push down, then I will be looking at so it'll be this one here. Let me just see how far that is from here. 50. Okay. So remember, this would only be a sale profit area if price comes up here and does not continue to buy. Okay. And it reverses and it shows whatever signal you look for the sale, it shows that signal here. Okay. In this area. Then this will be your take profit 1 for a sale. Okay. And then I will do another one. Excuse me. And then this would be my 2 and then 3. Okay. So the week or the day low, whichever one you want, you can make that your take profit 3 for a sale. I said 3. Oh my gosh. What am I doing? All right. I'm going to do the day low as my take profit 3 for the sale. All right. So again, I'm going to say this one more time, y'all. This take profit point only exists for sale if price goes up here and then there's a signal for a strong sell momentum on the horizon. So for me, because I trade candlestick patterns, I will be looking for a bearish candlestick pattern to form and confirm starting here and start pushing down. That's when I can say, okay, cool, this will potentially be my take profit one if the risk to reward is there. So quick refresher, y'all, on these risk to rewards and whatnot. Listen, y'all, please make sure, and I've said this before, I'm doing a trading trauma series. So if you haven't tuned into that, go watch that. It's here on YouTube. It's trading trauma. I've just completed part 2 of that series. I have 2 more to do. But in talking about bouncing back from trading trauma, one of the things that we have to get back in the habit of doing, especially if you experience really, really big losses, we got to get back into risk management. Like, seriously, you got to tighten up your risk management, because losing an excessive amount of money, especially if it was done in a short amount of time, I don't care if it was done in a long amount of time, it doesn't matter. But losing an excessive amount of money, like to the point where you're like, I don't see me trading anymore, I'm going to quit. That means that you really should consider tightening up your risk management. So anytime I go to look into the market, what I'm looking for is a potential risk to reward of 1 to 2. What does that mean, Leona? That means that if I'm going to put $50 into the market, I'm looking for setups that have the potential to give me at least $100 back. So if I'm putting 50 into the market, I'm looking for setups that have the potential to give me $100 at a bare minimum. I don't want 50 for 50. I'm not going to put 50 in the market to get 50. No, my bare minimum is putting 50 in to get 100, putting 100 in to get 200, putting 200 in to get 400, so on and so forth. That's the bare minimum. If you can get 1 to 3, 1 to 4, 1 to 5, that's great. But more than likely, I'm going to tell you now, the people who are getting like 1 to 3, 1 to 4, and all of that, those type of risk to rewards, those people are swing traders. I'm a day trader. So I already know for me, there will be times where I get 1 to 3, it's very rare that I get like a 1 to 4, except for crypto. Like crypto, because I end up swing trading crypto. However, when it comes to currency pairs, gold, my indices like NAS 100, listen, y'all, I'm not sitting here like, oh man, I'm holding on forever. No, I'm activating my trailing stop. As long as my risk to reward is at a bare minimum 1 or 2, I'm happy. You know what I'm saying? Because that gives me a buffer. So if I take a lesson in the market, I'm not going back to zero or I'm not going to negative. I still have some profit, right? So if that makes sense, let me know. If that makes sense, let me know. Say that makes sense, Leona. Like, seriously, let me go back to the comments so that way I can see. But if that makes sense, let me know. Like, seriously, y'all, we really have to get into the habit of practicing risk management. This is how we get over, or we start to bounce back from that trading trauma, because everybody experiences it. Okay. All right. last one. Unless there's something else that you all want me to mark up. If there's something you want me to mark up, I'm seeing you on Facebook too. If there's something you want me to mark up, put it in the chat right now. Once I finish with gold, y'all, I'm moving straight into that. Okay. I talked long enough on, trading trauma and risk management. Like I said, you gotta just make sure you go check that out on YouTube. It's on my channel. I've done 2 parts so far, and you get homework. Okay. So it's not like I'm like, oh yeah, I'm just talking. No, you get homework, because I want you to put in the work just like I'm doing and have been doing. I want you to put in the work, so you have something tangible to go back and see, like, oh man, I was doing this, but now I'm doing this. I'm much better because I put in the work. All right. So documenting your journey is definitely going to help you to make the adjustments, and you'll make more money when you document your journey. All right. Good. Love it. All right, so let me delete all this. I'm updating gold. Again, if y'all have anything you want me to type in Facebook, you can do that too. Type it. Once I finish with gold, then I'm going to go back to the chat and see what you want me to mark up. If you have anything that you want me to mark up, and then we'll go from there. But we have two so far. We have GBP USD, and we also have Euro AUD. Okay. And so while I'm doing this top-down analysis for gold, just friendly reminder, y'all, I have a birthday sale going on because my birthday is actually coming up this week, right? And so I want to help you all out by making sure that you have access to the information and at a cheaper price than what I've been offering things for. I know for some of the stuff that I do, it's still a steal. However, you know, I can't count nobody's pockets. Can't count your pockets, okay? I don't know how much coins you have. So a sale is going to be a sale. All right. I do want to put it out there. I'm going to probably put it out later, but that one-to-one that I have, y'all, there's no more slots for that. So just letting you know, if you didn't do it, sorry. Because I can only do a certain amount. And so that is now complete. That's done. So maybe next time y'all can catch it. Okay, so I got my day. Right, and now let's see. So this is the same for the most part. Let me see something. Hold on. So this is the pullback. So let's see if we start from here. See if it changed. It does. So we're gonna move this one up some. All right, so if you have questions too about how I place my fib, I do have Fibonacci tool. I do have a video on my YouTube channel for that. Y'all can check that out too. Because if you feel like, hey, that's going to help, then rock with it. If you don't like it, that's fine. All right. Again, everybody trades different. So I want to make sure that we are all aware of that. Everyone trades different. And so the way that I use something may not be the way you use it. But if it makes sense for you in how I use it, and it's easier for you in how I use it, the setup that I have on mine and all that good stuff, then by all means, take it, y'all. It's not like I created it. I actually was taught this, and I was like, oh, man, that's dope. And guess what? I use it to this day. I think this was like 2021, and when I was taught how to use the field, how I have it set up. And definitely, ever since then, I give that person credit. I always say, Curtis, the one that taught me how to use the field. I love the way that he taught me. It made sense to me. So therefore, boom, that's what I do. And so I share that with other people. And if you want to take it and run with it. Okay? I didn't create it. All right. So let's look at. So again, y'all, gold has hit an all-time high again last week. So that's the reason why we won't have, I won't be able to mark up a buy for gold because this is an all-time high. There's no data to tell me where it has been so that I can mark a buy. So if you were to say, you know what, I know it's an election year, Leona, and I'm going to take that chance because I know that investors are buying more gold and silver. And so there's a potential for continued upward movement. You are absolutely correct. There is potential for continued upward movement with gold. However, I cannot mark something when I don't have the data to show me where it's been. Okay. So if I were you and you're like, hey, I'm going to take that chance. If I were you, I would activate a trailing stop loss and I would keep that trailing stop loss pretty tight. What tight is to me may not be tight to you. Okay. So you have to make that distinction. You have to make that decision. So I'm personally not going to be looking for a buy right now as far as trading. Okay. I won't be looking for a buy right now to trade. I will be waiting for price to turn around and give me a strong sell signal so I can take the sale because there will be more money to be made for a sale than it will be for a buy after following this all-time high. Okay, that's me though. That's me though. All right. But am I saying that it's not going to buy? No, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is there's more money to be made for a sale because it's going to be a correction. Okay. There's going to be a bit of a correction. And then we may see it go back into a really great buy momentum. All right. So for me, I would not be doing a buy. So I'm going to mark this sale up real quick. And for those of you that are like, why would it be so closely on it for a sale? Because I don't know if y'all know, but the pip difference in with gold is a lot of money to be made. So it may not look like it's a lot of pips, but trust me, it typically is. So where it is right now, that's from there to here is 66, 70 pips roughly. So that means as long as it stays about, as long as I can see it set up and I can get about 40 or whatnot, I'm cool. Again, I'm a day trader, y'all. I'm not a swing trader. So I'm not looking for 100 and 200, 300. I want to be able to get in and out of the market. Scalping is a bit too fast for me. Day trading is like my comfort. Like this is my sweet spot. So 40 pips or so, that's cool for me. All right. And then I'm going to do one more here. And then this will be take profit 3 for a sale. All right. So these are my take profit areas for the sale. Like I said, gold is at an all-time high. So I personally don't have any data to tell me where it has the potential to go. So that's why I'm not marking up a buy. All right. I'm only marking up a sale. And if you have any questions, feel free to drop it because as soon as I finish doing this, I'm going to the chat and I'll answer y'all questions. All right. And if you haven't already, please drop in the chat what you want me to mark up because we got a good 5 minutes or so. We got a good 5 minutes or so until we start wrapping this up. Okay. So there we go. So gold, sell, 3 take profit points. Okay. If it does buy and you want to take that risk because you're super risky, you're a bit aggressive, you might want to check out that trading trauma series. But also, if I were you, I would activate a trailing stop loss. Okay. And I will keep that trailing stop loss tight. There we go. All right, cool. So let me go to the chat real quick and see. Thank you. Yeah, my birthday is on Tuesday, y'all. So September 17th. All right, I'm gonna do NAS, and then that'll be it. So we have 4 things, y'all. 4 things to look at this week. We have 4 things to look at this week. So that's gonna be GBP USD, which I've already marked up and shown y'all. Euro AUD, which I've already marked up and shown y'all. And I just did gold, as you can see. I'm only looking for a sale with gold because gold has hit an all-time high last week. And it's still hovering in that area. So there's nothing for me to do there. And then now we're going to do NAS. That's our 4 things that we're looking at for this week. Okay? Whatever works for you, you run with it. Whatever your trading strategy tells you to do, keep doing that. If you're doing what I do, y'all already know we're doing candlestick patterns. We do not enter trades unless that candlestick pattern has confirmed. Okay? If it does not confirm, guess what? We're not doing it. We're not doing it. Okay? We move on to the next thing until we get our confirmation. That's the only way we're going to trade. Okay, so again, for those of you that are new and you're wondering what I'm doing, what are you doing, Leona? I'm doing something called a top-down analysis, and this helps me to identify if I should enter a trade right now or if I should push pause. It also helps me to identify areas where price has the potential to return to, which means that's potentially going to be my profit area. Okay, so that is what I am doing. If you want to know how to do that, I don't know if I have a video for that, but if I don't, trust me, the Day Trading 101, I show you how to do it. And that is a self-paced trading program that is on sale right now for $17, y'all. Instead of paying $99, you're getting it for $17 because my birthday is September 17th. See what I did there? Yeah. So yeah. So you can click on the link in the description of this video if you want to get it. If not, it's all good. Do what you do. Because again, I know I'm not for everybody, and every teacher is not for me. So there's that. So NAS is at this week high here. Let me go back to the day because I can't remember if this was. So this is the previous week and previous day high. Okay. So this may push down. There's a potential for it to push down. So I'm going to mark the sell too with my fib. I have this old buy mark, but I'm going to mark. Oh man, I didn't do it. I was about to do the buy. I'm going to mark this sell and then I'm going to update the buy. Excuse me, y'all. I'm getting over this cold and it is like, it's just lingering. Like it don't want to go nowhere. It's like, no, I'm staying. You're not getting rid of me. Y'all seen the Mucinex commercials where the little mucus is like holding on? Like that's how I feel like this cold is doing right now. And y'all know how it is. Like when you have kids and they go back to school, and that first week, everybody gets sick. Like that's what's happening. Me, my husband, and the little one, all of us got sick. It started with her, then it went to my husband, and then it hit me last week. Excuse me. Yep, that's how it goes. All right, so we have NAS is actually getting close to this supply zone here. So it could push down into a sell. Okay, this is not a guarantee. It's just saying it could do that because the market does what the market does. So in seeing that, I'm going to move this out the way too because I'm going to do a new buy. Sorry, y'all. So in seeing that, price could come break this a little bit and then push back down. Okay. But that means this is a lot of traffic here. All right. It may look different on a 1 hour. So there may be room for a sale from this week high and day high to this day low. All right. But right now we're on that. So I'm going to knock that out. And then I'm also going to mark the buy from here to here and see what we're looking like. It's like it's just there. Let me see here. I'm hurrying because I want to be done by 10 my time with this. Okay. And then establishing that demand zone. I don't think I locked this first one up here. I did it. Did I lock this? Yes, I did. Okay. Excuse me now. Okay, so now that I have this, I'm going to drop down to the hour. And we're going to see what it looks like. Again, y'all, you don't have to trade on the 1 hour like I do. Okay? Whatever your trading strategy tells you to do, that's what you do. But it's looking like what price is right now to here. That's still a good one. So I'm going to make this as a take profit 1 for a sale. Because that's still a good amount of room. Here's the thing though, y'all. Me personally, I would need, in order for me to be able to trade this, I would need for a bearish candlestick pattern to appear that is a continuation. If that doesn't happen, I would need for price to pull back up here, do its thing, and then form a new bearish candlestick pattern. Okay, and confirm from up here. All right, that's when I take it to down here. You can either use the top of this golden zone for the sale, or inside it, totally up to you. So what I'm going to do, more than likely, I could see price coming down in here. Oh, my nose. Okay, we're going to wrap this up. So I'm going to use this as my take profit 2 for a sale because it's within that zone. But you can use the top, you can use the bottom of it. I can also I'm going to use the bottom of it as a take profit point for the sale as well. Okay. Damn. So the bottom of it is a sale. So I have 1, 2 inside the golden zone, and then 3 at the bottom of it. I'm not going to do a whole bunch of them because that'd be too much for me. If this were to buy, because we've been up here before, I would need for price to break and close above this, the bottom of this supply zone. Actually, I'm not even gonna lie, y'all. I'm not gonna do it. I know me, and I know how Nas do. So no, I'll pass. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm not even gonna lie, cause I don't like play like that. Cause Nas is very volatile, and so you can get caught up. And remember, y'all, day trade. So I'm looking for opportunities where I won't get stuck. All right. So from here, I just want to see what it is from here to here. Let's see. It's totally up to you. If the risk reward is there, you could probably use this one or this one. And I'm pretty sure there is another. Yeah, see, that's 1, 2, 3. Yep. And then this one has 2 at least. Let me see right here. That's 1, 2. Oh, 1, 2. Oh, 1, 2. And a lot over here. Okay, cool. So now we got 3. We have at least 3 profit points for the buy. So there we go. So if the risk reward is not there for this one, then you can use the next one. Okay. Oops. Not for sale, for a buy. Make sure your risk to reward, y'all, is at least 1 to 2. Okay. If you're not scalping. Scalpers, y'all know what y'all do. So I did it again. Scalpers, y'all know what y'all do. But if you're day trading, if you're swing trading, you definitely need to look for at least a risk to reward of 1 to 2, y'all. Please don't be doing 1-on-1s because that's leaving you open for being stuck into the negative or constantly staying at 0. You need a buffer. That's why you do 1 to 2 at a bare minimum. If you get 1 to 3 as a day trader, you're good. You might not see 1 to 4, but if that happens, man, you had a really great day. Okay. My swing traders, y'all know y'all can get 1 to 4, 1 to 5, 1 to 6. So, all right. So there we go. So Nas is now officially marked. We have 3 take profit points for the buy. We have 3 take profit points for the sale. Like I said, for this buy in particular, if the risk to reward is not there for you, instead of this one being your take profit 1, make this one your take profit 1. Okay. And you should see that. Again, anything with the US right now, if I were you, y'all, I'm telling y'all, I'm not saying this to be funny, but if I were you, I would really consider waiting, or like, I wouldn't even say waiting. I would say activate your trailing stop loss every time you get into the market if you're trading in a foreign exchange market. Also, lowering your lot size. You don't have to lower it extremely low, right? But instead of doing, let's say your account balance can handle 0.40, then instead of doing it 0.40, bring it down to like 0.35. You know what I'm saying? But you can figure that out, whatever that looks like for you. But according to your risk level and your risk tolerance, if I were you, I would just kind of adjust my entry a bit as far as how much I'm risking in the market, and also constantly using that trailing stop loss, y'all. That's going to be your friend in this election season. So take that and run with it. You do what you want to do with that information, okay? So with that being said, y'all, we're wrapping this up. Remember, there's a birthday sale because September is my birth month. And so I want to make sure people are good to go. I already said it, but just a heads up, if you didn't catch it, please, y'all, that one-to-one intensive, I'm not telling y'all not to click on it, but there's no slots available, okay? That's gone. So the only thing that is available right now until my next announcement on my birthday, the only thing that's available right now for sale is the Day Trading 101, which is a self-paced trading program. Y'all, you're getting daily information on trading in a foreign exchange market for 30 days. Okay, so if you start, let's say you sign up for it tomorrow, you register for it tomorrow, then you get 30 days consecutively of trading information. You get lessons every single day that you can start applying. Okay, on top of that, you get like a trading workbook, all kind of stuff. All right, and that's going to help you. That's for my people who are just starting out. That's also for my people who have experienced some really deep trading trauma, and they're like, I just want to start over. This is perfect for you. Okay. Or if you need a refresher because you've taken a very long break from trading, you know, this is good as a refresher because, again, it's $17, y'all, right now for the month of September. Okay, so September 17th, though, on my birthday, I will be making an announcement. I'll be dropping something else. You can take advantage of it if you want to, or choose not to. Totally up to you. Don't make me none. All right, I'm just doing my part, which is sharing what has worked for me with other people. All right. So with that being said, y'all, next live market analysis is next Sunday, which is September 22nd. Mark your calendars. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't done it yet. Hit that notification bell if you haven't done it yet. And also feel free to share this video if you have found it helpful to you. Share the video with someone that has been struggling or on the verge of giving up on trading, y'all. You don't need to give up. There are ways for you to learn this skill. You just have to know who to go to. Make sure you find the right teacher for you and your learning style, and then put in the work. Okay, that's going to be on you. All right, so that is it. I hope you have a wonderful night. Get you some rest. Get up ready to go tomorrow to conquer and dominate this week. I thank you so very much for tuning in, either live or the replay, and I look forward to seeing y'all on next Sunday. All right, go get it.